Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the player ratings for Everton 4, Hull City 0 at Goodison Park. Joel Robles, 7 out of 10. I feel sorry for Joel because a lot of these games lately, he hasn't got anything to do. And so if I give him 6, people will go, that's a bit harsh. So I don't know how to score him, really. So I'm going to give him 7 out of 10 because he looks great in the kit and he loves it. And that shave there with the lines, boss. The truth is, he didn't have anything to do in the game. I don't think he had a single save to make. He took a couple of crosses and his kicking was good. So 7 out of 10. Seamus Coleman, 7, maybe. Generous 7. Wasn't one of his better games. Don't get me wrong, he didn't get taken apart or anything like that. Just his attack and play wasn't up to it. But it's 7 out of 10. You know, he'll have better games for us. Ashley Williams, 6.5 out of 10. Does some great things, which is what you want him to do, and looks after the defence, and then does some really silly things like arsing about with it when he doesn't need to. Headers back to the keeper that aren't going to get there instead of just dealing with it first time. So 6.5 out of 10. Phil Jagielka, 7.5 out of 10. I thought he had a very good game. Made some good clearances from in front of his own goal. I thought he competed well. Stepped in, won tackles. I thought he was very good today, Jack. 7.5 out of 10 for him. Leighton Baines, 7 out of 10. Wasn't great. Wasn't poor. Just a steady game. 7 out of 10. Into midfield, Schneiderlin wasn't on long enough. 6.5 out of 10. You know, the injury obviously hampers his score because I think he only played about 20 minutes. You know, looks boss though. And he's been brilliant. I'm quite sure he'd have got 8 if he'd have carried on. But 6.5 out of 10 just because he wasn't on for very long. Come after Garner. Ross Barkley, 7.5 out of 10. Not one of his better games, but has an assist for an absolutely wonderful through ball. And was always trying to make things happen. Drifted in and out of it a little bit, but I feel just the team didn't really play that well. You know, we've had some really good performances. This really wasn't one of them, but 7.5 out of 10 for Ross. Gareth Barry, 7 out of 10. Came on, sat in the middle, done his job, nice and tidy. Couple of nice through balls, got tackles in. 7 out of 10 and got his customary booking, of course. Got to mention that. 7 out of 10 for him. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, no, to give him 8. Give him 8 because he talks well and he got his first goal for Everton. And he did put a shift in up and down that left. I think he's probably better, more sensible, but he showed some lovely touches, nice spins away from defenders. Second half, he wasn't really in it, but he still worked hard. But I'm going to give him 8 because it's his first goal for the club. And it was a key goal, you know, and it was only his second start, and his first one ended after about 10 minutes. So 8 out of 10 for Dom. Romelu Lukaku is going to get... I'm going to give him 8 out of 10. I don't feel his performance deserves 8 out of 10 because I don't think he had a very good game. But his finishing is different class, and he proved it. He had, you know, he was given 2 sniffs really, and he put them both in the back of the net. He'd had a great little run and shot, which the keeper makes a brilliant save. He had another one he gets over, but he should have really played in Calvert-Lewin for 2-0. But he wasn't in the game anywhere near enough for me today, Ron. They did have people around him, and he'll have much better games for us between now and the summer. But he scored 2 goals, and he took them brilliantly, the pair of them. So 8 out of 10 for Romelu Lukaku, which isn't a bad score. So before anyone goes, what? He done well. Let's just do it. Garner is getting 9 out of 10 for me because he just covered every blade of glass. I haven't mentioned Tom Davies. I'll mention him in a minute. Garner, 9 out of 10. Pinched everything. Got stuck in. They had a couple of big lads in midfield. It didn't faze him. He put tackles in. He won it back for us. Kept us going past it. He seemed to be everywhere, and it was like a Garner performance from the first few months of the season. He was just everywhere, and he was, unsurprisingly for me, he was man of the match. Tom Davies, 7 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. Got an assist. Brilliant run for the first goal, a key goal. And put a decent shift in. Was in and out of it, but again, probably due to the way the game was. It just wasn't a very good game, and he'll have better for us, and he'll probably have worse for us. But you know, again, he's come up big for us with a goal, so I think 7.5 out of 10 is fair for him. Enner Valencia, 8 out of 10. Came off the bench, scored one, made a big difference. And that's what he's there to do, isn't he? He's there to come on and run around. Someone's just tweeted before I was doing this video, would you keep him? Yeah, I'd keep him as a squad player, but the only issue I would have with him is that I feel as though we need to be bringing 2 in. And I feel as though we need to be bringing 2 real... This is if Rom stays. If Rom goes, then we probably need 3. But we need real quality. You know, now whether that be Wayne Rooney and another... You know, if it's Wayne Rooney, then we have to bring in a younger, more mobile player as well. Because I think Rooney would fit in this team with Romelu Lukaku as the focal point. And you've got Barkley and Rooney off them. That would work. I wouldn't like to see Rom go out and Rooney be the main striker. Even though I feel as though he could probably get 10 to 15 goals, maybe. As a striker, I think I'd want something with a little bit more dynamism. But Enner Valencia is perfect for what he does. He's on the bench, he's happy, comes on, scores, creates, he's got a big smile on his face, and he goes back on the bench, and he doesn't seem to cause anyone any problems, but he does us a decent job. And you can't have enough of those type of players. Yes, we need the quality. Yes, we want to look at that bench and go, oh my God, he should be playing, and he should be playing, and he should be playing. But you'd also need the lads who are coming off the bench and going, I'll have that goal. That's what we had in the 80s. We had good players who didn't get in, but when they were called on, they'd come in and score goals. And you'd go, you know, I wonder what he feels like. But, you know, we had Kevin Richards and Alan Harper in 85, both of them, Ian Atkins. They would all do a job. They weren't regulars by any stretch. You know, 87 was the, you know, players who come off. Even Adrian Heath, who's my idol, was injured and he'd sit on the bench and then he'd come and score, and then he'd try and force his way. In 87 we had this one, we bought Wayne Clark, and you know, you've always got players, those players who come off the bench and get you key goals, not necessarily ones that are going to start. You need them to accompany your Romelu Lukaku's and your Lacazettes or whoever it may be who we went after. Those type of strikers you need, an Enner Valencia type. So yeah, if it wasn't too much money, then why not? Why not? Go and get him. Funes Mori as well. 6.5 out of 10. He is what he is. Good at some stuff. His decision making's horrendous, and his judgment of the ball sometimes is a bit bizarre. But he won headers, and he should have really scored as well. He almost made it 2-0. So they're the player ratings. Agree, disagree. It's your choice, just like it's mine to rate these. Check out the instant match reactions. I've done one, Ped's done one. We're back in the studio Monday. Check all of that content. Have a fantastic weekend and enjoy another home victory by Everton. I've been Baz. See you soon on Toffee TV.